Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Oregon Trail. Yep, it's one of the older Oregon Trail derivatives I wanted to do this time. Originally, I had plans to do the Oregon Trail 2, that version of that game that I often play, at least since the last year. But now I just feel like, well, let's just try to be different. And also, I found a little bit of well, let's just say I did a little test recording and then I realized something unexpected. And consider this as a challenge to myself, just to see if I could make it in the list of legends. Highly doubt it, because we know Earl Drummond has accomplished this twice. Gee, I wonder who that is. But still, let's get to Drummond. Also, by the way, I never knew the introduction part. The question is, what was it like to cross 2,000 miles of plains, rivers, and mountains in 1848? The Oregon Trail allows you to relive one of the greatest adventures in American history. The journey taken by thousands of immigrants on the Oregon Trail. It was a long, difficult journey, one that often resulted in failure and death. But for those who succeeded, it led to a new and better life in the rich, fertile land of the Willamette Valley of Oregon. How will you make life and death decisions? How will you cross the rivers? How much and what kind of supplies you should take along? If you run low on provisions, will you able to be hunt, to trade, or to get the food you need? Will you overcome the dangers of disease and severe weather? The Oregon Trail poses these and other exciting challenges. If for some reason you don't survive, your wagon burns, thieves steal your oxen, we run out of provisions, or you die of cholera, or you get bitten by a snake, or you fell off at a goddamn cliff, don't give up! Unlike the real-life pioneers of 1848, you could try again and again and again and then again, and just don't give up until you succeed and your name is added to the Oregon Trail list of legends. The object of Oregon Trail is for you to make it all the way from Independence, Missouri to the Oregon's Willamette Valley. Along the way, you'll have many decisions to make. On a computer screen, you see various buttons that you click with the mouse. Clicking on these buttons allow you to perform different functions and vital success of your journey. For example, clicking on the rations button lets you decide how much food you'll eat each day on the trail. You also see a conditions panel that keeps you informed of the date, the weather, the current situation in your wagon, just like the real-life pioneers. You have to stay alert and make good decisions if you want to survive. If you make it all the way to Willamette Valley, you'll receive points based on your current status. If your score is high enough, you'll be added to the list of legends. If you have to stop in the middle of the journey, you can quit and save using a file menu so that you can resume the journey at a later time. Thank you, bye. Now you're about to begin on the Oh, come on, stop that. You've done that too many times in your past videos. You know what it says. We've done this before, at least in this version anyhow. And plus, there's no audio. There's no voice audio that does the narration, because, it doesn't work here in this version. But anyways, no, 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 no. And of course, my name is yours truly, Lord Master, and I will be a banker, as per usual. But let me take a drink. Did not give them any names, so I need to decide when to set off on the trail. If I leave too early, there won't be much grass for my oxen to eat. I may encounter some very cold winter and late spring snowstorms. But if you leave too late, you may not get to Oregon before winter, which can be very dangerous. If you leave at just the right time, there'll be green grass and, for the most part, mild weather when you want to leave. April, of course. Now, give me 45 oxen! No. The max says 40. Well, for starters, get all the food that you need. 3. 14 oxen. 6 sets of clothing. 20 bullets. And, that's it. Thank you, Matt, if that is your real name. Yes, it's overloaded because we stuffed the out of this wagon with food and whatnot. Let's check the status and I'm going alone? Yeah, you can actually go alone. But extremely risky because I'm going to be the only subject to disease or injury and whatnot. So I think it would be best if you just, go on a steady pace. And I would rarely get very tired because you don't want to pick up exhaustion or anything like that. And plus, it's April. We got a lot of time ahead. And since I'm the only one eating all the food, well then, all that 2,000 pounds of food is going to be for me. So we'll keep it steady. So yes, Lord Master's going alone. It's a lonely trail. And the only people I can talk to is, those who are, random. Which, of course, you cannot hear them. Because that's how it works. So, yes, sir. I'm going alone. Like it or not. This is why I bought 6 sets of clothing. All these clothes are for me. Because you gotta have many spares with you. And I have 400 bullets, which is no worry. Got all the spare parts and whatnot. And a good pile of money if we need to use it for river crossings, ferry crossings, or toll bridge. And go to whatever store that's out there if I need something in importance. But do not worry, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have... Well, who's we? The we is you, Lord Master. You are going alone in this. Alright? So, let's get on with this here journey. But we have to go slow because you don't want to get too sick too early or get injured too early. As my health is very good. And I'll be sure to rest often. And we found 3 sets of clothing. Hooray! Clothes from dead people! Which, by the way, how many distances have we just crossed? Time out! We traveled 15 miles and there's already an abandoned wagon. It seems some people who set off on the journey were like, it's like, okay, we're going. And then 15 miles later, it's like, okay, you know what, this is boring, let's leave. Come on, take your stuff and get out of here. We're going home. We're not risking our well-being out there. Cowards. Pansies. Alright. I'm sure we'll encounter another abandoned wagon in the next 100 miles, I predict. We go about an average of 15 miles each day. But if we don't arrive by, say, October at the Oregon, and if you could just hold on a minute, I'm going to put down this sick ox. So, anyways, if you're wondering, it's like, so, Lord Master, what you been doing as of late? Oh, busy. The Imperator Rome series. And, holy shit! God dang, a severe storm this early? Well, you're in the middle of the Great Plains. Don't you know that's Tornado Alley? So, again, I'm the only one who's doing all the work. I don't know who that person is, but I'm trying to tend all these oxen. It's like, get them together, get them together. Yeah, it's a struggle when I'm doing this all alone. So, it caused a delay of 1 day. So, here we are, Kansas River crossing. Yep, this is going to be a real struggle. Again, ladies and gentlemen, just want to reiterate. If you are really going to be that person the next time you play this particular version of the Oregon Trail, do you really want to do this all by yourself? Like, you could go by yourself, a party of 2, 3, 4, or 5, which I did not know there's an option for that. I want to have all the other characters named blank. Like, remain anonymous. Also failed to notice that the total weight of the wagon is 3,000 pounds, hence overloaded. Not talking about my fat ass self. Even though in real life I'm 122 pounds, I weighed in this morning. At this time of recording, of course. Now, like, consider this as the ultimate challenge. And this is the first time I'm actually doing it. Like, I thought I was just screwing around until I realized, like, wait a minute, you can go by yourself? No other version of the Oregon Trail does that than this one. Unless you know other Oregon Trail games, especially the later releases, which I never play them because, well, my money is better spent elsewhere. Such as, oh, well, I'll talk about the recent games in just a moment. But to wrap up with this little subject, it's like maybe I should have been a doctor instead of a banker, to keep myself healthy. Or better yet, go by all by yourself and be the teacher. Would that be the ultimate challenge in this particular version? But I guess I set myself a goal in this one. Try to make it all by myself. And hopefully I don't die. Otherwise all hope is lost. So I have to be extremely cautious. And there's nowhere near as cautious as river crossings. Because there's a very good chance that I may drown. Yep, 9.7 feet deep in the middle. Take a ferry. And you have to wait 6 days. Okay, sure, we'll let all the others cross while I eat away my food. And I only take 3 pounds of food. How do you like that? Bingo! Ferry got my party and wagon safely across. And upon landing, there's heavy fog. Alrighty. Let's just hope for no more delays. If I get impatient, I will pick up the pace a bit. I told you I was going to put down that ox. I told you. And you didn't listen. Another day, another morning beginning with fog. And more fog. If it happened 3 in a row after the ox died event, I would be furious. Okay, it's no longer overloaded. Now it's heavy. Hopefully we can pick up a bit of... Hit! Oh, I got the measles. Various types of diseases are common threats on the trail, especially during the second half of the journey as supplies run low or travelers become exhausted. Among these diseases are measles, cholera, dysentery, and typhoid. While members of my party fall away, it would be wise to stop and rest for several days in order to recovery. Yeah, sure, rest. For a week, at least. If this kills me, well then... That's... Sucked. Well, got another rocks to put down. Because I gave them the measles. My condition? Measles. That's all you need to know. We'll rest in another... see a grave near the church. That scared me. They tied me up and left me to drown. Fuck, that scared me. I thought I just died. Now I'm paranoid. Stop! I'm super paranoid now. Okay, I'm well again. Hey, can we stop resting? Move? Well, I have to continue my commitment. As we found some wild fruit while I was screwing around. And I found some more wild fruit. Alrighty. Tutti frutti. We wasted a whole month after traveling under 85 miles. I guess we do have to pick up pace. Strenuous. Travel into the evening. Stop, rest only when I must, and finish each day very tired. Okay. Caulk the wagon and float. And hopefully nothing goes wrong. And then something goes wrong. I had no trouble floating across. Alright, we're picking up a pace a little. Come on. Gotta get moving. And the fruit has expired. Because each of these damn plants have an expiration date. That's an awful lot of fruit that we're having these days. Who's we? You is you. Again, that's the risk when you are playing all by yourself. And I don't mean you on the computer, I mean you as a character. As I got the measles, they got me again. Stop! Weak again. I cannot risk it. God dang great. Another bad one. Expired. Expired. Each day passes. Expiration. My condition is still measles. So okay, 2 days, and it should be good. Because it's not like they typically last. See? Got it all memorized. I honestly don't think I'm gonna make it this far. If you want to pick up a pace a little, at least dump half the food that you got. You ain't eating that much. So, dump all of this. There, 1,000 pounds. So from now on, the limit will be 1,000 pounds of food. As we're picking up the pace a little. And if you need to hunt, then hunt. I mean, you still got a lot of bullets and whatnot. I mean, what the hell do I need to buy, huh? Everything is good. But the food is fine. Unless we get tipped over the river or a fire burns down, and then I would be forced to hunt. So just hope I don't get measles again. As the health is still pretty good. See, look at that, we're picking up now. I guess dumping all the food was a good option. You didn't need all that food, so that's another lesson learned if you wish to travel on your own. As we come across bad water territory now. And now there's no water here. The health is fair, but I'll have that adjusted. Okay, what was I going to talk about before? Oh, here lies Crackhead Doug. Whoops! I forgot to buy food. That never gets old. Crackhead Doug, everybody. No relation to Crackhead Bob of the Howard Stern show, God rest his soul. And no, my humor does not come from or influenced by Howard Stern. I never even listen to his stuff. My humor tends to be more old school than that. As we are here in Chimney Rock. Chimney Rock. Right, what was I going to talk about before I got all paranoid and having survived 2 bouts of measles? Right. I was going to talk about what happened recently during my time. But let me tell you, my life in general, I am happier than a dog with 2 Peters. Yeah, 2 Peters. Yeah. So as of late, I was doing the Imperator Rome Massalia series, which, as of this hour, these other 2 videos will be posted on this very day of September 11th, which, by the way, is my birthday. And if you're watching this video days, weeks, months, or even years after this was posted, I am 28 years old now. So, hell yeah. So don't worry, my life is pretty good. Of course, after this recording, my throat's going to be destroyed. Because, you know how the Oregon Trail recordings tend to be. So, speaking of friggin' Imperator Rome, I did 2 series. One with Tarentum, which is in Magna Graecia, southern Italy. Let's get going. As we're going fast now. And, well, we expanded most of southern Italy. I doubt I'm going to eat all of them. And then we expanded into Greece. Told you I was going to put him down too. He's good for nothing, Ox. I got a dozen of them left. Now. Whoo, boy. Then the other series I did with Massalia, which is the westernmost ancient Greek colony in modern-day Marseille, France, where we expanded it for a good portion of southern France, and then into Iberia, Spain, just the coastal areas, even all the way up to northwestern Spain. And then we went to southern England, and then we went to all the way into Norway. Yes, Greeks in Norway. Imagine that. You can check these out on my channel, the Lord Master channel, which is also the home of many of my Oregon Trail videos, and the past Crusader Kings 2 videos, and the upcoming Crusader Kings 3, which starting next week. The first few episodes of Crusader Kings 3, Asturias, which is the first series I will be doing, where I'll be playing as the northern Iberian kingdom of Asturias, which is ran by Visigoths at that time before they evolved into separate groups such as Galicians, Astur-Leonese, Castilians, Aragonese, and further south, Andalusians. Yes, this was during the time of the Reconquista. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully, if things go well, much like this trail. Oh dear, I thought it was me. I thought I just died. No, that's one of my failed ones. Here lies Lord Master, a victim of circumstance. Oh, a victim of circumstance. And there's no grass for the oxen. Well, don't look at me. I wonder how long these fruits are gonna last. Perishable food. Well, at least I'm eating them. I mean, you gotta do something with it. If I do pick up exhaustion, I will slow down this wagon. Now my health is rather poor these days, so yeah, steady the pace now. Let's go slow. And perhaps we may have to increase the speed again by dumping another half of our portions. Of course, there ain't no grass, because kiss my ass, chimp, as I have dysentery. Okay, rest for a week again. Standard procedure. These diseases typically last over a week, as my health is now fair and recovering, and the wagon weight is middling, so I guess that's fine. God dang it, now we have to store the fruit in the wagon again. Dumbasses. Okay, we'll stop in just a moment. Perhaps not. Of course, even the fog would slow our progress down. Oh, 3 diseases I survived. Count 'em up, gentlemen and ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, damn it! Ever heard of ladies first, Lord Master? Don't you know you are currently dating? And yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm no longer single. I'm currently dating, or not quite in a relationship yet, because I haven't heard from my girlfriend yet. And she's a gamer girl, but not, you know, a YouTuber personality such as myself. No. She's not into that. Let me take a drink. Continue. Come on, eat some of that last fruit. Come on, myself, eat some of that last fruit. If the health is fair, that means it's still good, at least in my personal opinion. Pay attention to the miles we travel. 84. Seems we travel every 14 miles. Come on, that should be a little better than that. We'll pick up the pace again soon. Again, I'm just making my judgment calls. South Pass, everybody. Now, let's see, what else can I talk about? Because I wrote this down in my notes so I can remember. So, oh yeah, I had this memory when I was little. There was this memory I had where this was dated around late 90s, early 2000s somewhere, where I saw some commercial that I cannot for the life of me remember. That I don't know. It's one of those infomercials that they, talk about stuff. Hey, you want to buy this? I'm selling that, and then that sort of thing. And if you don't do it, then so yeah, they kind of issued a mild threat. So it says, if you don't buy this product, you know what happens? And that guy morphs into a tiger. Yeah, that scared the hell out of me when I was little, because I never seen a man morph into something before. I thought that's only for cartoons, but no. A real man, a real life man, turned into a tiger. What kind of witchcraft is that? How do they do it? And I try to look for the commercial over and over again. Not every day, but every once in a few years. That I would look for it. And I can't find nothing except for these old 1990s, no, 80s to 90s Exxon commercials. Where, a car turns into a tiger or a tiger turns into a car. Gasoline, fill up your car, Exxon, get the tiger in you, or whatever that tagline was. But yeah, I've seen some shit, people, so don't look at me. So let's pick up that pace again, as we will soon decide where do we go from here. Again, I'm never changing my rations because I gotta keep it filling, because all the food is to myself. Because, I'm a fat bastard in character, but not me in real life. No, I'm a skinny bastard. But not as skinny as some, Oh, no. Just hold on. This is another discussion. Well, still alive. And kicking. Well, let me tell you. The other day, I don't know. The other day was yesterday. That I saw somebody was doing something where, the guy was at a restaurant, eating an awful lot of food for himself. Kind of like the filling symbol that you see over in rations. In which they asked him about the question. No. Not exactly a question, as he was making a statement. Like he was eating and talking with his mouth full. Like he was talking about, it's like, we're hungry. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Yep. Do you see the problem with that guy? Again, I'm not going to name names because I may get in trouble. Because he knows my name. And if he was watching this right now, man, oh man, he wishes me that I should die in this video. The Oregon Trail, that is. But I would try my damnedest to survive it. So yeah, take that, you walled-eyed prick. Which way do you want to go? Head to Fort Bridger, buy supplies as I need it, if I need it, or take the shortcut to the Green River crossing. Well, gentlemen, lady, God damn it! It's ladies and gentlemen. Don't say the opposite, Lord Master, because it makes you sound like a sexist prick. And I don't like sexist pricks. Anyways, please go get your coin. Yeah, here it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Keep saying that. You got it, momentum going. So, what we do here in this coin toss is best 2 out of 3. Heads, Fort Bridger. Tails, Green River crossing. Best 2 out of 3. As Brock Lesnar once said, let's do this! The this part as in like, we're seriously gonna do this? Well, anyways, flip! Okay, we got 1 for heads, so that's 1 for Fort Bridger. And here's the other. It's spinning. It's heads. Going to Fort Bridger. Yes, Fort Bridger. Fort Bridger. And we picked up a pace a little. If I get another disease, well then, I'll slow down again. But if I break a leg or an arm, well, definitely slow down. Oh, now this time, the cholera's out to get me. Come on, get in the fort. It's better to get in there, so it's easier to recover in there. No, don't camp here. I might die. But I can't resist fruit. Well, I'm gonna go put down the socks. This is a bad fruit. You might want to get rid of that soon. Alright, Fort Bridger. Is there a doctor in a house? Typhoid. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, meanwhile, well, diseases are trying to kill me, man. Supposed to be steady, not strenuous. I guess it hasn't registered in the moment, so go ahead and rest for some days, as per usual. I told you not to eat that shit. My health is good. That's good. Shit, yeah. Now, I guess we could slow down again. I mean, we're at the halfway point. Is there a way to look at the map? No, you have to continue to look at the map, dummy. So, we're in a halfway mark, I think. Or is that Independence Rock that's considered a halfway point? Well, we reached 1,000 miles, so consider it as a halfway. So, your health is good, so pick up the pace. Come on. Don't go all the way, to the fastest pace. Because that'd be very bad. But if you're that desperate, like if we don't get to Soda Springs by August, I'm dumping half the food again. Don't worry, all that food is still to myself. Ain't nobody else eating it but me. Let's see, what do we got here? I mean, don't be drinking that bad water, Putz McGee. Wait a minute, who are you talking about? I'm the only one here. I'm the only resident. I'm the Putz McGee here. I'm the one who's catching all these diseases. But if I ever get water poisoning, man, that would only a stupid person. Not stupid, but stupid. Only a stupid person would drink bad water. I mean, seriously, it's like having a squirrel in your head. You got a brain like a dehydrated baby. Come on. You can do better than that. Oh, rest for 2 days. Just add the health up a bit. Green River crossing. 40 feet deep in the middle. Oh, man. Well, you can't... Well, what's the weather? It's cloudy. Okay. At least it's not windy, I hope. I mean, you're going on a ferry. I mean, how much does that cost? $5 for 5 days. What? So if I was, alone, it's like, hey, and not only it's good for my health, but $5 for 5 days, or we have to wait 5 days because they charge you $5. That's like $1 each day. What are you? Some kind of a BFF? BFF as in big fucking fraud. Yeah. A big effing fraud. Let's do this. Just hope we're not going to be leaving on a rainy day. I hate for that to happen. And I already rest here for 2 days. Okay, it remains cloudy. We are not tipping over. We made it. Fog, fruit. It seems this land there is no shortage of fruit here. So, yeah. Keep up with the pace. Your health is fair. Ah! God dang it! I set off the gunpowder and it got rid of my axle. It was a spare axle, and that all the... Pretend that those two are not there. And that pet of theirs. While I'm just like... What did I just do? Why? Why did I use gunpowder as a way to start my campfire? And then one thing led to another. And then kaboom! Don't you know how many bullets were in there? Got like 194 of them left. Dumbass. I have the worst... Oh, god dang it. An ox wander off for a day. And of course, I'm the only one who's gonna go... So it's like when the ox is missing, like typically I would just like, keep going, we got plenty of oxen. But no, I cannot afford to leave without one ox. And so we found it. Either that or that ox wants to get away from me because he knows that one day I'm gonna put them all down. Man, Lord Master, man! And on that same day as we were looking for that ox, well, get rid of that piece of fruit. And ox died. I told you I was gonna get you! And you're going to get got. And that's what he got. Now I have 11 left. I must be a vengeful person. I'm going through dry country now. We gotta get to Soda Springs. The health is still fair. No disease yet. Keep going. But the health is poor, so I'm more susceptible to disease or injury. If we could just arrive, I will rest and slow the pace down a little. Okay. Take 2. Okay, let's go. To Fort Hall. It's August now. Yes, the bad water. The water is shit here, but we've made it to Fort Hall for now. And I don't feel like buying anything, and we still got a good number of ox to pull this here wagon. Keep going. Man, if only there was a journalist with me. Like the only other person that should be with me on this trail should be a journalist. You know, to time out. Take 6 because the health is poor. You don't want to catch a disease because if you're poor, then you are susceptible to sickness or injury. But having a journalist with me to, you know, to write down of my exploits of this first man to cross the Oregon Trail all by his lonesome. But then again, I don't know what kind of journalist they would bring with me. Sometimes they're a little bit untrustworthy sometimes, that they would tend to exaggerate my exploits, even though I prefer to be honest and truthful. And facts matter. Otherwise, you're gonna have a guy who's gonna be like, well, Lord Master appears to have, seems to have, may have, according to my sources. Well, how about this? According to your bullshit, get your facts straight, because I have cholera now. Come on, we gotta get to that river before that sickness kills me. I guess this is good water here, so let's rest here for 7 days. Health is good, so I should be able to recover much easier. At least I hope so. I mean, my status still says cholera. Let me check the river. 12 feet deep. Jeez. Okay, I think we can give it a rest just for another 1 day and see if it improves. It's still 12 feet deep. Have I recovered? Yes, I'm good now. Much better. I'm at my healthiest in a long time, so I guess we have no choice but to hire an Indian now. Here, have some of my old clothes, because One would think they're worn out. Now, don't you screw me over, otherwise it'll be your keister. Yes, we established this. And there is no water, of course, because we drank it all after we crossed that river. Now, to Fort Boise. Boise, Idaho. What's this? Oh, never mind. Just some recommended bullshit that I don't want. It's like say, hey, Lord Master, would you like to buy this here product? No. Get out. Plus the water is bad. You don't want to stay here. Water is just as scummy as it is. The health is poor right now, but we'll soon take a rest at Fort Boise. We'll take 5. And well-timed either. So I have dysentery. Okay, so yeah, because my health is poor, I'm more catchable disease. So let's rest here for a week. Passed through September 11th, celebrating my birthday with dysentery. Now, whew, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. All we have to do is get to the Grande Ronde, then to Fort Walla Walla, and then to Dallas. I think we'll make it before November. That's the most important thing. And the food is still good, and I haven't hunted a bit. Why would I need to? That would be a waste of time. Our next destination is going to be the Grande Ronde area. This is going to be a long stretch, so shit could happen anytime soon. And we want to get there before the winter snows come November. And I got a fever. Damn it. But it's nothing major, I hope. But you may want to rest. Take 5. Health is good, but that could be deceiving. Because you still have a fever. And it's been a week, so it should be better. So health is good, so you're good for the long run. Well, now here's something else I want to say. That as soon as we arrive at the Grande Ronde, I'll make a statement here as we're going on rough trail. I'm going on rough trail again. Come on. Alright. Before I catch another disease. Okay, rest for 3... No. 3 days, yes. So that way the health can be good again. At least I hope. So, it's October now. Grande Ronde in the Blue Mountains. Well, let me tell you something. At least I got all that money. You know, $720 worth. Yeah, in real life, I got plenty of money too, you know. That's how I got Crusader Kings 3. I pre-ordered it. It cost $50 on Steam. And, I didn't take no deluxe edition or whatever big ass offer that gives you more content and other bonuses and whatnot. Because I know how to spend my money wisely. Unlike, you know, well, there's this friend of mine who's a bit, you know, sleazy and whatnot. I'm not going to name names. But if he's watching this, I think he might know who I'm talking about. Where he's like, hey, Lord Master, check out this chick. You should check out her. And I'm like, no. I don't do that anymore because I got a girlfriend. I am trying to refrain myself from that bullshit. Matter of fact, whacking off is for poor people. That's right. Whacking off is for poor people. But still, in these trying times, in these, you know, this current era that we live in, we gotta help out the people. We gotta support the poor more. especially the unemployed and the underprivileged, and all that stuff. We gotta do better, people. We got to do better. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like old Lord Master here on the Oregon Trail, where he gets a lot of diseases over and over again without any help, as he's basically playing survivalist here. And that's what happens when you don't take care of yourself and whatnot in these times that we all live in now. So, it's October now, and soon the snows are going to start falling before we even make it to the Dalles. So, we got quite a ways there. Which way do you want to go? I gotta head to Fort Walla Walla. It's for health reasons. But hey, at least it's a short way there. Although I could take the Dalles, but I'm not risking it before I catch another disease and may potentially kill me. Ooh, it's hot this time. How lucky we are. So, Fort Walla Walla. It's a pretty nice store you got there. But I will only rest for 2 days. So, it's just for safety reasons. 120 miles to the Dalles. I think we'll make it before the disease. God damn it! Fix it! Alright, I fixed it. Apparently I got some carpentry skills in me. We can't afford any more delays. And it's pretty rainy, so at least it'll make sure it doesn't snow here. So, come on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We got to make it. Come on. Yeah, no disease can stop me now. Unless I get the sick and died event. Would that be unfortunate? Well, I would like for my health to be good. Yeah, here we go. Good water, good food. Some of which are some old ass food that should rightfully be expired, but they're non-perishable. All that good bacon and stuff. So I cannot believe we made it all the way over here, but now we got a tall ask now, and that is to raft down the Columbia River. I'm in no mood to go in the Navarro Toll Road. No, I don't want to catch a disease on the way there. No. We gotta do this the old school way. Because for I am Lord Master, Survivor Man. I remember that TV show, Survivor Man. That and Man Tracker. Brings good memories. Wonder if Man Tracker's still on YouTube. I should go back and rewatch that series, knowing that I have a habit of watching some old stuff during these times. So, I mean, just this past weekend, I didn't rewatch, but for the first time I watched a movie. Oh shit! A movie called Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, not Guardian of the Galaxy. That's a Marvel thing. But Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe. It stars Jesse Ventura. Yes, Jesse Ventura, the former professional wrestler and former governor of Minnesota. And a little bit of a nutcase, you know. A little bit. But still. Yeah, I watched it for the wrong reasons. It's one of the fewest times where I watched a bad movie on purpose. Now, anyways. Stop talking about that damn film. You don't want to hit here. One hit, and it'll be the end of me. You cannot afford it. Well, we're about to land now, so this was the world's easiest. So we made it down the river. My God, I did it. Congratulations! You have reached the Willamette Valley. Where's your family? Are they all dead? Nope. It's just me. What? Nobody's ever gone to the Oregon Trail all by himself from start to finish. You must be mad. No. I just wanted to test myself. And man, the diseases kicked my ass, but I persevered. You see, if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm pointing at you people who are watching this. You can do it too. You just gotta follow my advice. Rest often. Pick up a pace if you need to. And just survive, man. And don't take as much food as necessary. That's another, fatal flaw of mine. Don't take as much food as you think. You think you're gonna eat all by yourself? You don't need that. You should just start with 500 food next time. If you want to make all your party members' names blank. So basically, if you put your party name members blank, you remove them. And therefore, here I am, all by my lonesome. I'm here. I survived. Okay. Congratulations, you made it on the Oregon Trail list of legends. Did I? You arrived on October 16, 1848 and received this many points. I'm the only one who arrived in good health. Got our wagon. Got my oxen. Still. 8 spare wagon parts. 7 sets of clothing. 194 bullets. Which I never fired a shot. 639 pounds of food. $720 subtotal. And a banker bonus. Can you imagine the ultimate challenge? Travel all by yourself as a banker with a limited number of oxen, with 500 food or whatnot, less clothing, and no spare parts. Well, I don't know how much you can afford exactly, since you're the only resident of the wagon train. So, see where I land. No. 10th place. God dang, ain't that a hack. So yes, I barely made it in. So maybe, I don't know if I really want to do this next time. Like, let's do this again, but be a teacher. And take even less supplies. I mean, you ain't gonna eat all of that. You ain't gonna eat all that food, and you've been lucky with the fruit. You've been very lucky with the fruit. And you know how to take care of yourself with the amount of diseases that catch you. So ladies and gentlemen, that was the Oregon Trail. So if you people want me to do this challenge, I don't know, man, because as difficult as it was, I admit it, and many of you people were probably expecting more comedy out of this. Well, there's still some, but instead it became more concerning with the challenges and whatnot. So all I gotta say is, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this Oregon Trail video that we do every 3 months. I do every 3 months. Stop saying we. The you is you, Lord Master. That's why I'm me and you're you, Lord Master. Anyways, I'm just glad it's all over. So if you really want me to do this challenge or not, well, have at it. Unless you want to make a video out of yourself to do your challenge just to try to, well, outdo me, I'll be glad to watch it. So remember this version of the Oregon Trail. It's Oregon Trail 1.2. That's what this particular Oregon Trail is called. So we hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm Lord Master saying so long for now. Catch another disease. Time to rest.